Okay, I call to order this January 17th, 2018 meeting of the Wheaton Park District Board of Commissioners. Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Morrill?
Here.
Commissioner Mee?
Here.
Commissioner Hodgkinson?
Here.
Commissioner Fry?
Here.
Commissioner Fahey?
Here.
President Vires?
Here. Okay, it's my understanding there are no presentations tonight.
That is correct. We will have a presentation at the February board meeting on the year 2 accomplishments of our strategic and master plan.
Donna, nobody signed up for community. Okay, no community input. Let's move on to the consent agenda. Does anybody have a motion ready?
I will make that short and brief motion. We have 2 items, A and B. A, I would move to approve the consent agenda as presented. A, approval of the disbursements totaling $1,888,303.71 for the period beginning December 6, 2017 and ending January 9, 2018. And B, the amendment to the travel policy for the Wheaton Park District.
Second.
So it's a motion by me, second by, was that Fry?
Morrill.
Ray, okay. Okay, motion by me, second by Morrill. Is there any discussion? Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Morrill?
Yes.
Commissioner Mee?
Yes.
Commissioner Hodgkinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Commissioner Fahey?
Yes.
President Vires?
Yes. Okay, there being no unfinished business, let's move on to new business. Item 1, does somebody have a motion ready?
No?
Nobody wants to.
We're not going to approve that, I guess.
I move for the approval of various easement agreements with the Wheaton Sanitary District, west side of Northside Park, permanent easement west side of Northside Park, abrogation of easements west side of Northside Park, temporary easements north side of Northside Park, permanent easement north side of Northside Park, and the abrogation of easements north side of Northside Park.
And I'll second.
So a motion by Fry, second by Fahey. Is there any discussion? Terry?
Mike, would you just give us a brief overview of what this means?
Essentially, the Wheaton Sanitary District is preparing to undertake a rather large interceptor replacement project from the source, or I guess the end result, not the source, over off of Schaffner at their facility, all the way up through the north end of town. Various easements were required on Park District property in order for the replacement of the sanitary line to occur. This project will occur over the next 2 to 3 years. We have no knowledge as to when they will be beginning, nor any exact dates at this juncture when they will be on park property or property owned by the Park District and the Forest Preserve jointly. I'll commend the Sanitary District and their staff and legal counsel and Rob Spurl and his team for being a part of negotiating these easements and several others that have already come to the board, so we can get the public's work done and make sure the facilities function correctly in Wheaton. Rob, am I missing anything, or was that about cover it? We'll keep the public informed when we get word on when they're going to be approaching our property. We're also going to be staging some construction on the at Northside Park, and of course there will be agreed upon and fair compensation for construction access, both for the easements and as well for the staging area when they're using Park District property. So,
And with no long-term negative impacts on our operation in the park, right?
Long-term, no.
Right.
There'll be short-term interruption of access to parks. Trails will be relocated in cases where that's possible during construction, and then, of course, whatever damage is done will be restored. And they're all spelled out in the multitude of documents that manage these temporary easement relationships.
Thanks.
Anybody else? Okay, Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Mee?
Yes.
Commissioner Hodgkinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Commissioner Fahey?
Yes.
Commissioner Morrill?
Yes.
President Vires?
Yes.
Thank you.
Moving on to item 2, does somebody have a motion ready?
I'll move to approve the professional services agreement with the Williams Architect in the amount not to exceed $18,000 for the Arrowhead Golf Course concrete repair.
Second.
So we got a motion by Hodgkinson, second by Fry. Any discussion? Mike, do you
Rob,
wanna
when
give
will
a-
that start? Springtime?
When weather permits, I
Yeah,
thought.
that's the idea. We need to get a set of specs, and then we can go to bid, so it's, at least a couple of months out.
Thanks.
And this is mostly salt damage over the years and crumbling concrete that we're looking to get fixed there.
Salt damage, the concrete or the metal is starting to come through in places. You've got the deterioration from the handrail.
Okay. All right, any other discussion? It's under 25, we're going to do voice. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 3, does somebody have a motion ready?
Move to approve go ahead. I'll defer.
All right, move to approve change order number 4 with Can Do Construction for Cosley Zoo Quarantine Facility in the amount of $3,634.93, as well as the bond cost increase of $897. The total payment to Can Do, $4,531.93.
Second.
So we have a motion by Fahey, second by Morrell. Is there any discussion on this, Terry?
John, I think this was just simply a matter of something that could not be foreseen in the initial construction engineering. Would that be right, Rob? Something about underlayment and so forth?
Yeah, it was something that wasn't included in the original
Okay.
plans, and it was necessary.
Thanks. Thank you.
Any other discussion? All right, we'll do a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 4, does somebody have a motion for that?
Move to approve the sale of beer at the Central Athletic Complex during the R33 Ice Hockey Tournament fundraiser, February 10 and 11, 2018.
Second.
So we have a motion by me and a second by Fry. Is there any discussion on this? Right.
Just as a clarification.
Beer and wine.
Well, no.
It'll actually, we've learned from the organizer that they're only doing it on the one day, on the Saturday, correct, Christina?
I'll amend that.
I don't know that we need to amend the motion, we just simply won't be open that day.
I'll amend it accordingly.
Second accordingly. Okay. Okay. All right, Mike, would you call the roll?
Thank you, that was recent development. Commissioner Hodgkinson?
Aye.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Commissioner Fahey?
Yes.
Commissioner Morrell?
Yes.
Commissioner Me?
Yes.
President Vires?
Yes. Item number 5, does somebody have a motion ready for that?
Move to approve the amendment of the part-time employee policy paid time off provision for the Wheaton Park District.
Second.
So we have a motion by me, second by Fahey. Is there any discussion on this?
Mike, would you just explain this a little bit?
Yes, what we've done for our part-time professionals here upon your vote, if it's in the affirmative, is created a sliding scale for paid time off based on years of service in the same fashion that there's a sliding scale upward for full-time staff and their vacation time that they earn. In other words, what we've done here is removed an inequity where if we have a professional part-time employee and the threshold is the 1,000 hours in a year for eligibility. What we've done is we've removed the inequity that a part-time professional employee who works here for 2 years receives the same amount of paid time off currently as one that's been here for 25 years. So what we're doing is we're sliding up to recognize that longevity in the same fashion that we do for full-time employees and their vacation time earned. And this is in response to some dialogue with part-time professionals as well as feedback that we've received on our annual employee engagement survey. So it's, I think, for a low cost, doing a very nice and right thing for our part-time professionals.
Yeah.
Cost-wise, that was,
This option that I've outlined adds about $8,000 based on our cohort in 2017.
I commend the staff for recognizing, the longevity of our part-timers, and taking care of those who are here a little bit longer.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you.
any other further discussion? Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Commissioner Fahey?
Yes.
Commissioner Morrell?
Yes.
Commissioner Me?
Yes.
Commissioner Hodgkinson?
Yes.
President Vires?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to reports from staff. Is there any comments from commissioners about the reports?
Okay.
Fry, I see some colored
I've got my
Post-its.
little Post-it note here.
Are you ready to
You got
go?
a whole one, Bob?
I got one.
Oh, my God.
This special event report, it's a fantastic report, very nice. I just have one question concerning Shakespeare in the Park. We continually lose money on that. Is it worthwhile?
Yeah, well, my personal opinion, and I think the community members' opinion is yes. We have about 2,500 people each year that come and attend this event. It is a free event. Wheaton College does pay for half of the expenses, so we are able to put on about a $40,000 or $50,000 production, and we see about half of those expenses. So they pay for the entire cast and the costuming and the lighting, and they actually take students and bring in some professional actors from the Equity Union and things like that.
Okay.
I'd speak up in defense of that, too. We've gone to that about the last 3 years running. The production's fantastic. It's professional level production, lights, sound, the acting's terrific, and it's a slight subsidy that the Park District is doing to put on this production, but it's free to the community as a whole, so I think it's a wonderful event.
I would just like to add that I think it's nice that we're working with Wheaton College.
Any other further comments on the reports?
A great report, thank you.
This was a
Yeah.
very good report.
Excellent report.
Yeah, very
Both
detailed,
of them were.
yeah.
Don, are we talking about reports in general or specific ones or what?
Well, we have the staff reports first, and then if you've got any other comments beyond that, you can move into that as well if you want.
I guess it would be you, Rob. We're finished, totally finished with the batting cages, with the work that we did there, is that right?
We have a little bit of painting left, but they're operational right now.
All good? And nothing to report one way or the other about the ice rinks, other than they're being used well?
They are being used well.
They are.
It was packed the other night.
Andy, we didn't move our trolley over there from Arrowhead, did we?
No, we have not moved that over, but I believe we're talking with Parks about moving it over there for the hockey tournament.
Oh, good. Just temporarily, or we're going to give it a
just
try,
for-
see what happens?
No, just temporarily for the tournament.
And are we still looking at using that over there long-term after this year, maybe? Once we get the new trolley
I mean,
in
it's
place?
something to talk about, but we haven't planned on that as of yet.
No decisions? Okay. Just a comment, continued, increasing sales and attendance, in revenues for Cosley. It's a constant win over there. And, I commend the staff. It's a lot different than it was several years ago, so, they're doing a great job.
Must be that foundation, that Cosley Foundation Board.
Probably.
Any other comments? Reports from staff or any other subcommittee reports or discussion?
I'd simply acknowledge the hard work of the special events and marketing and special facilities departments in putting on a year's worth of special events that not only, sorry, friend in the back, and those friends at home, that not only serves tens of thousands of people on an annual basis, but provides significant contributions to our local 501c3 partners throughout the year. Also, Matt Robles in the audience this evening, who is our adult education manager, and I want to continue to recognize his excellent work publicly. Our programs continue to grow. This population of our active adults grows in a very fast manner on an annual basis, and Matt is doing an excellent job reaching out and finding things that this population wants to do and continues to provide new and innovative services. And I congratulate you on a job well done in 2017.
Nice job. Great job.
And I just want to make a comment about the special events annual report, too. You see all these post-it notes here? Now, I don't want to drive, Commissioner Fry crazy, but, all these notes are, indicators of, positive, performance. The attendance numbers are increasing, some more than others. The revenues are increasing, some more than others. I had the same, question that Bob Fry had about Shakespeare in the Park, but it looks like that's going to continue. But otherwise, we're knocking it out, and it's a credit to, the staff, because I know, Mike, once again, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, if I may, and while I'm handing out compliments, none of the things that we're talking about, whether it's adult education, special events, or anything, happens without the hard work of Rob Spurl's department in Parks and Planning as the kind of the backbone behind the scenes, quiet team of people who get it all done when everybody else is engaging the public. All the background work is happening. So, Rob, congratulations on all.
You guys should all have
Yes,
big
it's-
smiles on your face.
These are your successes as well, and your team. So, thank you.
Okay, we're going to need to go to executive session, and we're going to need to go under items A and D. Does somebody have a motion ready?
I assume that we're going to adjourn to rather than recess. We're not coming back out, are we?
You don't have an action contemplated subsequent to closed session. So no, you don't necessarily have to, well, you have to come back out, but
I understand.
you don't have an action
To take.
contemplated. If there's an action, if there is a board decision to be made regarding the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance of specific employees, you can direct me what that action would be for the February meeting, and we put it on that agenda.
So we're going under A and B or A and D?
D is in dog.
A and D. Then I will make that motion. Move to adjourn to exec session for the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, dismiss specific employees under 5 ILCS 120/2C1 and D, pending probable or imminent litigation, 5 ILCS 120/2C11.
Second.
So a motion by me, second by Fahey. Any discussion? Mike, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Fahey?
Yes.
Commissioner Fry?
Yes.
Commissioner Hodgkinson?
Yes.
Commissioner Me?
Yes.
Commissioner Morrow?
Yes.
President Vires?
Yes.
Thank you.